Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generational Wrestling Podcast. As always, it's yours truly, Dirty 30, aka the franchise better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King 2 Gold in the building. Bro, what's good?
Man, what's good, man? As we had a nice little weekend of some wrestling,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's Monday night, man. Some people got a little full, got a little sleepy on the Saturday night, man. So it's all
Yeah,
good. We got to make it up a little bit for the people on the Monday. But we figured we'll talk with you before Raw come on. We're not gonna do the whole Raw show. Don't expect that. Uh, please don't expect that. We'll come back on later on for the main event or whatnot. But we just wanted to shoot the shit with the people.
absolutely, absolutely. Hey man, look, so we had a hell of a weekend. Last week, well, I guess 2 weekends ago now, technically, if you want to get technical, precise, if you will, we had AEW New Japan Forbidden Door. We followed that up a week later in London. With the Money in the Bank from WWE, and then of course we
Mhm.
followed that up later that same night with AEW Collision. Bro, hey, look, man, we got a couple of surprises this weekend. Some at Money in the Bank, and then we got at least one on AEW Collision, man, which really caught me off guard, but it was nice nonetheless. Bro, man, with any further ado, man, let's talk to the people, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Oh, wait. Oh, you waiting on me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, my badness.
uh,
All right, man.
what's the first topic? What we talking about?
Oh, no, no, no. Hey, my bad. Hey, so okay. So one of the surprises that happened at Money in the Bank was, of course, when Shayna Baszler turned on her best friend and tag team partner Ronda Rousey, which ended up resulting in Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez becoming the WWE Tag Team Champions. Bro, so I know you and I, much like many in the WWE universe, we were like, damn, man, like we expected a turn from one of these two, but not this soon. Well, reports have come out that Ronda Rousey's contract is set to be up after SummerSlam, and she's leaving the company permanently. So
Mm.
they said that the plans were to kind of have this story be a little longer and drug out a little longer in order to help develop the women's division before doing this turn. So I guess the turn was always in the works, but I guess the plan was for them to hold the belts longer, elevate the division, and then go their separate ways. But I guess Ronda Rousey, she's definitely not been shy on words when it comes to her feelings about WWE and creative and the booking of the women, more specifically the tag division of it. And yeah, man, she came in, she left once, came back, and it seemed like, man, she's leaving for good this time. She's had enough of it. Now that you know what I told you now, and again, these are all just rumors, but these are rumors that have been quote unquote confirmed from various outlets. Looking at it now, man, what are your thoughts on the situation now when you look back at Money in the Bank?
Um, I mean, I can kind of get her point when you think of the creativity for the women's division. It kind of seems all over the place. As far as them being consistent on when you're going to actually promote someone or when you're
Yeah,
trying to push legitimacy out of it. Uh, just to kind of bring it back full circle, we all gave Sasha Banks and Naomi, we all gave them shit. Well, not we didn't give them shit. We understood what was going on, but a lot of
right,
people
right,
gave them shit when they had a problem with it. But now that Ronda Rousey is saying it, it's like it seems to be more okay, and it's like
right.
that's we can speculate on why on that part, but I don't think we need to go there. It's still a little bit just messed up on the fact that it's taken this long. Like we've been saying this about the women's division. We've been saying this about a lot of what's been going on, like the direction and how they're promoting. Not, I mean, Charlotte is one thing, but come on, man, you got so many other good quality women
Right,
that
right.
you can grow and make better, but we're not seeing them being pushed. I've already made it very clear. I don't care for Raquel Gonzalez to be in the tag division. Yeah, she's won a couple of times. She's got it moved. It's moved her up and it's helped getting her out there. But it's time for Big Mommy Cool to go on that singles run. Lonnie, what's going on? What's going on,
Yo,
yours?
yo.
Um, but everybody's been saying it, which is why it's like now, okay, the women's titles kind of got to upgrade. They're now a little bit more respectable. You kind of have a nice little new kind of nucleus of contenders, some old, some new, but there's still some. The tag division has really just been all over the place. Like, I'm sorry, there was no point of unifying the NXT tag women titles. You still could have left that down there for them to groom as champion, for them to learn how to be champions. Like, that's the whole
Yeah,
reason why NXT had their own separate championships. It made sense. Okay, if you're going to promote more women in the wrestling business, you got to give them tag team belts. Well, you're going to have to build some tag teams. You're going to have to build some, and this is a good way for it. Like, right now, you're bringing in new tag teams, and you got no belts for them, and you think you finna have Liv and Raquel. I mean, to me, the Ronda, I was intrigued. I was actually intrigued for the Ronda and Shayna team up, because I'm like, man, they
yeah,
gonna actually have some matches. Like, they're not going out there to have no BS matches. They're actually going to have good matches. I want to see
right.
that. So, but I mean, I don't know. I guess when you look at what they've been doing, if you look at the matches they've been having, if you look at everything they've been doing, they've been making the noise, and so it's kind of like, I guess, a little off that she's had enough of it, but
Yeah,
considering the hype that you were getting, and you could have built something up for SummerSlam. But if they're gonna end things with Shayna versus Ronda at SummerSlam, I'm not mad at that either. We knew that was going to
right.
happen. We
Yeah,
just didn't think it was going to be this soon. We thought it was going to be a minute during their run, that this turn would happen. But it is what it is. Um, yeah, man, Ronda's gone. Ronda's gone. I don't think a lot of people would be too mad about it, honestly. Like I said, her being in the tag division actually was a benefit for her,
yeah.
because now you weren't relying on her to carry a whole match with someone else. So, yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see where it goes from there.
All right, man. So we got that. Speaking of, championships, man. I want to jump a little bit to AEW because we had MJF. He made his first appearance on Rampage a week ago. Made his first appearance on Collision this past weekend, and my God, bro, he came out again, first match of the night. My God, he went on ahead and he said, "Hey, look, man. I'm so confident that nobody here in this hellhole of a town could beat me. I'm gonna put my belt on the line." And he went out there and he beat a jobber, a jabroni, a Joe
Man.
Schmo, if you will. And the
and
outcomes,
and in mere seconds, in mere seconds.
in mere seconds, the outcomes tugboat Tommy with his big ass. He came on out here as he gonna be part two. And Ethan Page said, nah, hell no, scratch that. And bro, hey, look, we got that boy Ethan Page. Impromptu title match against MJF, and it was actually a pretty good match. Yo, okay, I know Ethan Page, man. Okay, let's make one thing clear. He
Right.
said, "Hey, I know you might not be aware of what I can do, but these people and the people in the back, they're more than capable and more than aware of what I can do in the ring." Hey, Ethan Page ain't no joke. Before he came into AEW, man, he was one of the hottest names out there. So, now that we got Ethan Page back, it's like, okay, cool, we got him. And then he's kind of doing like the whole little jokey thing for a while. But yo, this match with MJF, hey, to me, I feel like this is a guy that looks like he's worthy in the near future or down the line. Okay, I could take him seriously again. MJF again had another pretty good match. Hey, I can't sleep on MJF. I know people be like, "Oh man, I ain't seen enough. He barely defended the title. When he do defend the title, it's whatever." Bro, I do look. He hasn't had a terrible match. Has he had some matches that were better than others? Sure, but I'm not gonna lie, man. He can do more in the ring than I think he let on. Which to me is an advantage for him because I feel like we still haven't really got to see all he could do. With that being said, bro, what did you think of the match, and where do you see Ethan Page and MJF going respectively from here?
Um, to answer Lonnie's statement is, I believe they'll let the NXT belts go back to NXT. I hope so, because
I hope.
yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. I mean, there was no point of a unification. Even if you want to say, well, you drafted up the champions to the show, you could have just had them vacate the titles like Indy Hartwell did. Okay, it's
Yeah,
not that hard. Just hey, I'm going to the main roster. I'm also injured. I can't defend this. Here you go. I'm out. Man, that's all you really had to do. You could have had a tournament around it, but whatever. I digress. Uh, it was cool to see MJF come out on Collision. He didn't wait 2 years before like he did with Rampage. Uh,
yeah.
Seeing Ethan Page kind of come out and actually look legit for a little bit, it was actually pretty good. Um,
Hmm.
the match was okay. Wasn't nothing too crazy. It was a good match. It was okay. It was a good match. I didn't expect it, but Ethan Page has been kind of on a back burner of a joke lately. That it's like he kind of needed that just so
Yeah,
the next time he decides to come out and he does whatever he's going to do, it's like okay, now we can take him a little bit more serious than him walking around being a part of the firm or the Hardy, whatever that's been going on. Like I think it's time
right.
for him to separate and actually just do something. Like you changing up Jungle Boy, you changing up so many people. Ethan Page is one of those guys we need to see a little bit more of. So I'm glad that he got at least got a title shot and a match, a pretty good match with MJF to start the show off. And then of course, we had a whole bunch of the Bret Hart. I'm sorry, not the Bret Hart, the Owen Hart tournament, where Will Hobbs had beat Dustin Rhodes, and of course,
Yeah,
Miro beat up. Miro showed up, but he just beat up on somebody. Uh, and then of course, Ricky Starks beat Juicy, so he's advancing. So we're gonna have, I believe, it's
bro. When you
Miro.
sent me that picture of when you said they said Juice Robinson looked like the cinnamon toast crunch dude or
The
whatever the hell
honeycomb
that
dude,
was,
the
the
honeycomb
honeycomb
dude.
dude, bro. I cannot unsee that. We may have to make. We talk off air, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah, we
won't
got
go
to
into depth about that.
capitalize.
But it's going to be Will Hobbs versus Ricky Starks
Yeah,
in the Owen Hart semifinals, and then of course we had Joe versus Roddy Strong, which was a pretty good match. But Joe ended up getting the victory, so we're going to get Samoa Joe versus CM Punk.
yeah,
They're going to be in the semifinals of that, and then of course those winners will face each other in the finals. Nothing too crazy. Christian Cage, of course, he got challenged by Spears. I say Christian Cage got challenged because we know he's the TNT champion, even though Luchasaurus
right,
really
right,
is.
right.
Lady Frost got beat by Statlander. Andrade, man, I didn't realize House of Black took his mask. My boy is heated. He ain't liking it. He
Yeah.
is not liking it, and he is not feeling it. We
I
about to
believe it
get
was
that
Julia
Malachi versus Andrade
that
real
stole it
soon.
from my boy.
Right, we about to get that Malachi and Andrade real soon, so I'm okay with that. Then of course, man, Bullet Club Gold officially made it clear the Gun Club are a part of their group, and FTR, going after FTR, and whatnot. But for the most part, it was a pretty decent show. Pretty much, it was mainly focused on the Owen Hart tournament, which is fine. That's something that Tony's trying to make an annual thing every year. We got some new folks, actually, folks that we want to see kind of come up and do something, kind of make a name for themselves. Uh, that's that. I said we didn't forget Leo. What's up with you, Leo? But it's good to see some different guys come up. We're seeing new faces. We're seeing all the people that we've been watching for the last couple of years. Ricky Starks, the Real Hobbs, the Jungle Boys. We're seeing them all kind of take a different direction and be something else. The Darby Allens, the Orange Cassidys, like all these guys, they're all coming up and being something different. So it's good to see that. But overall, for the show, it was a pretty decent show. But um, I do think that Ethan Page could lead to something else for him. But you got a TNT championship, you got a Mid Atlantic championship, man. You got a couple other things that he can go after and do, and build back up that rep. I mean, obviously he's good enough in the ring. We just need to see him do more.
Absolutely, absolutely. Another shocker, man. Damian Priest. Damian Priest is officially the men's 2023 Money in the Bank winner. Our
That's not
girl
a
Io
shocker.
Sky
That's not a shocker.
is the women's Money in the Bank winner. Dude,
Not a
hey,
shocker because your king picked them both as the top picks. I told you who was going to win. I told you who was going to be Money in the Bank. Y'all didn't want to listen to me because y'all been listening to him. Hey man, it's all good.
with that being said, man, do you see, when it comes to titles, do you see Damian Priest going after more of a Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns? Because people are like, oh, he could challenge for the U.S. or the Intercontinental. With all due respect, And Gunther, he's definitely brought that prestige back to the Intercontinental. All due respect to the U.S., I get it, but I'm not winning Money in the Bank to go for a mid card title. That's just me. Realistically, man, who do you see in the perfect world, man? Who do you see him challenging more of? Or do you see him challenging either Roman or a guy like Seth?
It'll be Seth. I don't see him going after Roman. Um, Not right now because whoever Roman will run through Damian Priest. I'm not even. I feel like I honestly right now there's not enough momentum behind me to
Yeah,
believe that Priest would just beat Roman Reigns. So I'm gonna say he has a better opportunity with Seth. Right now, Seth holds on to the title till about close to summer, to about Survivor Series, maybe Royal Rumble time. I can see a cash in coming in. I can see
yeah,
Damian Priest being crowned the new World Heavyweight Champion, which would be cool because he's one of those guys that's definitely he's there. He can promo, he can wrestle, he can go. Uh, you know, he'll be something different, and I think a lot of people will be over with him winning it. Um, EO, obviously, we already know what EO can do. We see what she can do as a tag team competitor, but we also saw what she can do as an NXT Women's Champion, and she had one of the longest reigns as NXT Champion, not longer than Oscars, but it was long enough, and she defended it, and she won, and she beat people. So we already know what EO can do. So EO can go to either show. She can stay on Raw, go after Ripley, or she can go to SmackDown and go face Asuka or whoever. I don't care. I'm good with it because again, the two people that you gave me that won, I'm good with them. I agree with you. I don't see nobody going out. I mean, Austin Theory did that. He used it for the United States. He did that. They're not doing that again. Um, Walter maybe to a certain degree. Walter maybe, but I'm not gonna bank on that. And if I gotta take one, it's the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't see him going after Roman. I Again, he hasn't gotten to that point yet.
yeah.
They're gonna want a super heel. They're going to super baby face, and he's not a baby face right now. So I don't see him being it. Um, so yeah. Seth Rollins, maybe a little bit anytime after SummerSlam is a possibility that he could lose that title.
Speaking of possibility of losing the title, man, that boy Jay Uso. Jay Uso gave Roman Reigns his first pinfall in WWE. Jay Uso also was the first one to pin Roman Reigns in this new era of the Tribal Chief. Over 3 years of dominance, Roman Reigns has not suffered an actual pin loss. He did, and the rumor is the plan is to go to make it official. Jay Uso, the right hand man, main event Jay, 1-on-1 against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. So that's the talk right now. I know a few months ago, back when Cody didn't win at Mania, we were wondering like, okay, SummerSlam coming up around the corner. All right, if it ain't gonna be Cody, who's the next logical person? You talk about finishing the story in the words of Cody Rhodes. Well, hell, you still got a story to finish with Jay. Jay still got his story to tell. We took a little respite, we took a little break, we took a little pause in the action because we had other things at hand. We had Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. We had to get that out the way real quick. Solo just got called up about a year ago, actually almost a year to the day. So we had to get him in the whole mix. And then now here we are. We got Jimmy back, acclimated to the fold. And now we got Jay. It's all about Jay again, bro.
I,
Now that we had some time to let it simmer and let it sit, Jay Uso picking up the victory over Roman Reigns. This Friday on SmackDown, there will be a tribal court. This time it's not held by Roman Reigns. It's gonna be Roman Reigns on trial as the Usos gonna be the ones holding court. Yo, so
I mean, they are the wardens of the penitentiary, so it only makes sense.
somebody put up a video, and I seen it. We seen it while we watched the match, but I don't think either you or I really paid as much attention to it as maybe we should have.
Mhm.
But there was a look that Solo Sikoa gave Roman at the end of the match. Roman lost,
Oh, I saw
and
that.
Roman was throwing a little hissy fit, and Solo looking like, bruh, really? You gonna sit there and
Yeah,
bitch out right now? You
yeah,
the tribal, you the leader,
yeah.
bruh,
He's
this what
already
you doing?
questioning. He's already questioning.
Yeah,
He's already questioning it, and it plays into Solo, when they acknowledge Solo and Roman laugh, it's just playing into the hype. All right, man, the bloodline are
Yeah.
crumbling. He's cracking. So now it's the opportune time where maybe a Damian Priest could slip in, but I don't see that happen. I don't see it being Priest. Uh,
Speaking of seeing it happen, do you see Solo Sikoa officially becoming Paul Heyman's next client?
I mean, I can. I mean, especially if Roman denounces Paul, like
Mm,
losing, and he just no longer has faith in the wise men. So he just lose. He
yeah,
gets rid of him. But Heyman Heyman being a Heyman guy, Solo would do. He would need a guy like Paul because Solo don't do
right.
talking. Like he's not doing too many promos. He's very short to the sweet about what it is he's gonna say. So, uh, yeah, no, I he's cracking, man. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what people have been waiting for. Now it's just about who is going to be that dude. Who is that dude that WWE is going to once again try to convince us he's going to be that dude? And
No, no, absolutely.
does it play back to Cody for next year?
Oh, so interesting enough, man. Cody, somebody asked Cody, does winning the World Heavyweight Championship, does that complete the story? And Cody says, I don't mean to be a mood killer or buzzkill, but that's not what I'm here for. I don't want the World Heavyweight Championship. That'd be great if I got it. That's not what I'm here for. I want that belt my father couldn't get. So he's making it known. He still has his eyes on the WWE Championship, which is
Exactly.
making me think, okay, is he going to find his way to SmackDown?
Mm. I mean, he can if he
Or
wants
maybe win
to.
the Rumble?
If well, he didn't win. He didn't win Money in the Bank, so we don't have to worry about that.
And that's
Unless
a
he
good
wins the
Rumble.
Royal Rumble back to back. I seen Leo's comments, so I had to start watching the Raw a little bit to see what was going on. And I guess we got the no, this ain't Brock. This Priest. Oh no, it's Cody. Cody coming out. But yeah, I I don't know if I want to see Cody win the Royal Rumble again,
Yeah.
but somehow, some way, maybe Roman Reigns beats all his opponents again, and he needs a new number one contender, so they open it up to everybody. Who knows?
Hey man, where there's a Cody, there's a way.
Yeah,
Bro.
like you too.
But hey man, look, before we wrap this up, man, anything on your mind, anything on King Tuco's mind that you want to talk about that happened this past week, this past weekend, upcoming?
Nothing, not really, man. Too much. Like I said, we enjoy Money in the Bank. The people that I saw won. Roman Reigns took a pin loss. Seth Rollins retained his championship. Collision was just a build up for the tournament. Nothing too crazy. Continuing further storyline. So nothing really crazy outside of Ronda. The that being kind of happening a little early, but nothing.
Right.
Nothing crazy, man. That we need to get into right now. Plus we need to see what else is going to go down and what else is going to happen moving forward before I really want to dive into it because that's definitely a hell of a shakeup because we thought we were going to see these two be the women's tag teams champions for a minute, not Ronda that had enough and she's like I'm out.
Right, right, right. No, no, no. But no, absolutely no. With that being said, this weekend was hey, it was full of goodness. It was full of greatness. Speaking of this weekend, man, this weekend coming up, your boy will be on a boat. So we gonna
I'm on
see.
a boat. I'm on a boat.
We gonna see, man. We gonna see. We gonna see, man. The King and I, we already discussed some stuff. 99.9% sure I won't be doing anything, but if I do anything or am able to do anything without the missus whooping my ass, I'm gonna try to get you one in on location, but I can't promise. But don't worry because we gonna get that. We gonna get the Monday Night Raw block party.
We're
We
gonna take
still
a
be
we're gonna take a little extended break. That's all. We're just gonna
yeah,
take a little break. The boy gonna be on he on much needed, honeymoon vacation. Gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But we no worry, we'll be back for the people.
Yeah, we're gonna give y'all that Wednesday night block party. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I gotta talk to the king. I gotta see. Maybe we'll see, man. Maybe I'll talk to him about something on Thursday. We'll see, but at least on Friday, you know what I'm saying? We'll hit y'all with that 1-2 punch. So
Friday night
you
block
know,
party. Yeah, we ain't gotta have a Friday night block party.
hey, it's on like a pot of neck bone because your boy only working one job this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the franchise will have a little extra time on those hands if the king is oh so gracious. But we'll talk about that when we talk about that. But hey,
No.
speaking of, we coming right back to y'all, man, in about 2 hours. So make sure to have them notifications ready. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, all that. But with that being said,
I wonder.
ladies and
Okay, I will say this. I wonder if we're gonna get I wonder if we're gonna get Cody versus Brock 3, or will this be a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship?
so from what I saw, they WWE from what I read, WWE is planning a stipulation that hasn't been done in a long time. That's all it said. But it's gonna be a gimmick match between Brock and Cody, but it's a stipulation that in quotation marks has not been done in a long time. Whatever a long time may be. Whatever
Brock.
that may be.
I was I was good with the fight until Brock just took that Cody cutter. I lost all respect for Brock Lesnar. All right, man. We were gonna wait to see what happens then. Okay.
Two quarter at the Cody cutter.
Yeah,
Ah,
man.
hell
Brock took
no.
that like he really did something. Man.
Hey, I'm gonna start off every podcast with a video package of Cody hitting like 5 Cody cutters.
And I'm gonna throw something at your ass. I'm telling you that right now. Throw something at your ass. Don't play with me.
Hey, there's more than one royal family.
Yeah, okay, Royal Family. Something on the pole match.
Hell no, hell no.
Ah,
No,
oh man, who we got? We had Chris, we had Lonnie, we had Leo, we had a few other folks on with us today, man. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us for a few minutes, man. Like my man said, man, we'll be back later on for that Raw review. Because of course, now that Money in the Bank is over, it is time to set up for SummerSlam.
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. But with that being said, man, we'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.
Doses.